Okay, where is recording? Okay, Happy New Year. A very good morning, salam sejahtera dan selamat pagi kepada semua. Good morning to all here for attending these particular sessions. Sesi ini adalah direkod ya. This session is actually this session is being recorded right now. This session is actually being recorded right now. If everyone is okay, we start sekarang ni. Okay ke tak? Please, if there's anything you can put on the chat juga ya. Okay, I just cuba je. Good morning. If you can read message here, please just say apa? Say hi lah. Okay, read that. Oh, okay, good morning. Okay, oh, good morning. I pun tak tahu AM boleh guna macam tu. Okay, right. If you do, if everyone okay, then I'll start here. Okay, okay kan Puan?
Boleh, Mr. William, we can proceed.
Okay. Okay, untuk yang sesi hari ini, I tadi pun belum warm up lagi. Sekarang ni pun nervous sikit je. So I just jump straight to the sesi. Sesi ni sesi pertama lah untuk tahun ini. So very happy to see a few familiar faces and also name. Okay, untuk hari ini tu adalah kita panggil Exploring Emerald untuk part ketiga ya, di mana in this particular sessions, we will be talking about a special issue. Specifically itu adalah journal, ya. Emerald journal, a special issue there too. Where to find the special issue journal and how to even propose your own special issue journal. William, of course, I'm coming from Emerald. William akan menggunakan examples dari Emerald Publishing, ya. Akan tetapi there are some sharing, there are some tips or reminder that probably if you know that, you can also use it with other publisher juga. Contoh, ya, publisher yang lain juga. So basically today's sessions too is a little bit technical. Slides I tu tak panjang, pendek je. I'll be spending more time on the demonstration. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. Sesi ni mungkin akan tamat awal juga ya. Okay, as always, I always thank you sebab I memang rasa apa tu I appreciate the help. I also rasa berterima kasih kepada pihak perpustakaan, all the librarians in supporting the sessions and to organizing and to promote that. Thank you to Unisa Library, Puan Nur Adna, Puan Noliza, Puan Rauda dan sebagainya. Please write your questions on the chat. If you have any interest of topic dan sebagainya, do let us know, both librarian and me juga ya. Jump straight to this particular session, call for paper ataupun some of you may know it by special issue. Now, apa dia call for paper? If you does not know, example, if you are postgraduate students or just someone that are new on publication here, apa dia call for paper? What is call for paper? Call for paper from Wiki, which actually means that a professional organizations or similar body, example, Emerald. So professional organization or similar body, example, Emerald here, is asking people like academic, people like authors, policymakers, students here to submit their original and scholarly articles for review and to be considered for publications in the Emerald journals in the publisher. So basically that's mean by call for paper. So in this journal, contohnya British Food Journal, contoh je lah, British Food Journal. Then they will call for paper, bermaksud they actually invite researcher, they actually invite authors to submit their papers, their research paper, their review paper to the journal itself. So the editorial team will review and then consider to publish the paper itself. Okay, another word that probably you are familiar, which is called special issue. So special issues is also another form of call for paper. Kebiasaan dia, special issues refers to a specific theme. So in a journal maybe tu dia ada 4 isu, contoh macam tu. So in one journal, in a journal, in 1 year, in that particular year, let's say dia ada 4 isu ya. So this 4 isu tu kita panggil dia normal, normal issue lah, normal issue. So probably the editorial will take one of the issue then turn it into a special issue. Yeah. So a special issue will have a specific theme, will have a specific topic, and also the support of guest editor to run the special issue. So for today, we'll be talking about call for paper and special issue. So who can actually participate in call for paper and special issue? Basically, anyone or people that have relevancy in the topic itself, disciplinary, bagaikan scholar, ya, researcher, academic, authors, students, sebagainya. Everyone can actually participate if you have relevant topics in that call for paper journal or that particular special issue. My personal advice, yang ni William lah. My personal advice is that you can also use call for paper as a good reference, as a good listing to actually target what research you wanted to do for the next coming month ataupun for the upcoming year or coming years in the future. Now, what do I mean from here? Very simple. Untuk Unisel tu, I minta maaf ya sebab I tak I tak sure sangat dia. Tetapi kalau bagi public university, kebanyakan public university tu dia ada KPI bagi akademik. Setahun tu dia kena publish 2 scopus. Contoh macam tu lah ya. So in this year they will need to publish 2 article in scopus. Next year pun sama. If you are aiming for associate professor ataupun you are aiming for professorship, then the KPI would be even more increased. Yeah. So for academic, if you are targeting for next year research, what is the research that I wanted to do for next year? If you are supervisor, what are the topic that you want your student, your postgraduate students, contoh dia, ataupun degree student, contoh dia, to focus on hot topic or specific topic. So in my personal opinion, call for paper would give you a good reference, a good list, what hot topic, what research topic that you can aim in the coming months or even for the coming year. Where to find the call for paper? Yang ini kita tekan go for the demo lepas ni lah. So I have included the link over here. So nanti I show to you here. So once we go into this link, you'll go into the call for paper page. Dalam page 2, you can filter by the subject area. You can even, dalam Emerald, we are focused on SDG, very SDG specific. So if you are focusing on selected SDG, contohnya SDG 12, sustainable cities, kata silap I. So example macam tu, So you can even filter by SDG itself. You can even sort by the relevancy, the recent date or the current month itself. Selain dari link ni, if you always refers to a journal that you like. Contohnya, you know this journal, you have been using this journal, you try to publish in this journal, ataupun you had published in this journal before. You can also search from the journal homepage and see what special issues do they have to offer, they have to offer, right? So there's actually where to find, when to actually submit. every call for paper, every special issues will have their own time frame. Dia ada masa dia when this call for paper is open, when this call for paper is going to be closed. Either they will accept abstract or just directly the full manuscript itself. In some call for paper, they even tells you expected bila if it's accepted, when does the paper will be published. Let's say next year Q2 or next year October or following year January. So in some call for paper dia akan beritahu they will inform, they will update that. Now this is good sebab if I am a postgraduate student or if I am a supervisor, contohlah if I'm a postgraduate student or if I'm a supervisor, if I get to know bila dia tutup and also bila kalau accepted here, it will be published. That will actually help the students. It will also help the supervisors to strategize the time frame dia. Bila dia nak buat research, data gathering, the results and findings. Bila nak finish the manuscript itself. Bila nak hantar abstract to the special issues. Then with that, you still have time to revise your manuscript lagi sebelum you hantar the full manuscript. So once it's accepted, harap-harap lah kita pun harap-harap accepted ya. After the peer review accepted, then bila that paper will be published. So the particular time frame will give you an idea the management time of it ya. So how to submit? Well, this you have to check on every publisher. Kalau ikutkan Emerald kita menggunakan Scholar One Manuscript. Scholar One Manuscript. So to submit call for paper or special issues is in Emerald. We still goes back to the journal homepage. Every journal, the other link to their own Scholar One Manuscript. So you can check on the journal homepage, you can get the link, then you can submit. So in the submission portal, you kena pilih ya, you have to pick, you have to tick the special issues. Dalam tu, you will be asked, you will see an option. Do you want to submit as normal submission? Or do you want to submit to these special issues to the second special issue, do the third special issues? You boleh pilih. So you need to be aware. You need to select that correctly, during the submission itself. So all in all, this is the 5W and 1H. What, where, when, and also how. And the last one is basically why. Now, why do you want? Why William menggunakan topik ni? Why do I share with you? And in my opinion, I think call for paper. If you know how to make use of call for paper, this will basically helps you to strategize here. For senior lecturer, if you wanted to if you wanted to improve the editorial experience here, so call for paper would be also a good yang first step into that. So call for paper is basically a good answer here. It's a good list. It's a good reference to what research to do, because when a journal is calling for paper, is having a special issue, basically the journal editorial team acknowledge that specific topics. Right now, it could be a hot topic. It could be topics that is still having research gap. It is basically also the journal focus area of that itself. So this will give you an idea what the editorial team or the subject matter experts focusing about, what area of focus that they're looking at. So this might hopefully give you an idea into that. And definitely, as I mentioned, the time frame. To me, I think it's important about if I were to know bila the special issues dibuka and bila dia ditutup, it give me a, 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 a it actually allows me to do planning. It actually allows me to actually strategize myself so that when I should submit the abstract, when can I, revise my manuscript lagi, ada masa untuk revise lagi and submit the whole paper with hope that it's actually get accepted. When can my paper be published? This year ke, next year ke, or next 2 years? Yeah. So this basically gives you an idea into that. Let's say you have submit to special issue, and let's say that the answer was actually rejected. Your submission is being rejected to the special issues. Please do not be sad. Please do not feel disappointed. Sebab you can still pursue your revised manuscript in a normal submission. Now, this is some interesting fact. If the journal is open for call for paper or special issues, mereka tu the editorial actually acknowledge the research topic, the research gap, the hot topic yang mereka nak fokus. So tapi special issues, there's only so much they can accept. Mungkin dia boleh accept 6 je, mungkin dia boleh accept 8 je. I pun tak tahu je. So it can accept like 6, 7, 8, or maybe 10 articles saja. There are so many other quality papers that they have considering, tetapi mereka tak dapat nak accept due to the quantity, due to the limit of the article. So if let's say just happened that your submission was rejected, you do not need to feel sad. You can still revise according to the comments, the revisions given, and submit again as a normal submission. Because as I said, the journal itself already acknowledged this is a topic they're looking for. With or without the call for paper and special issues, the editorial team still are keen on the particular topic, right? So this is just to give you some idea. For academic that would like to embark on editorial career, like if you wanted to be an ad hoc reviewer, or if you wish to be editorial board member, as example EAB ke ataupun associate editor ke, or even up to some level, right, editor in chief ke dan sebagainya. So being editorial is not overnight, and it's also not I have published so many people in your journal, can I be editor? Dia bukan macam tu, ya. So in my personal, and humble experience and opinion, I think people would need to take some initiative. The first thing first is that how can you, network with the journal editor? Does the journal editor or do the journal editors know you? Have you been networking with the editor, the chief editor ke dan sebagainya? Have they know you? Have you been working together on a research or on a paper before this ke dan sebagainya? If you have not, and if you are young author, young researcher, young editor dan sebagainya, so how can you make yourself to be more experienced ataupun to be more well known ataupun get to know by the editor? One of the way is not the only way. One of the way is basically to propose your own call for paper. If you are looking forward a person, if you have a desire to run your own special issues, so you will be guest editor lah, which is we call a lead guest editor here. So guest editor, then you will work with the journal editor directly. Then you will also have a chance to review the submission of the papers, to experience the editorial process and being an editor and so on. So in that particular process, if you if the work that you have put in, the efforts, and also the synergy that you have with the editor are good itself, that's actually where the journal editor will be reminded of you. Dia baru kenal you, dia dah kenal you dah, and from there on, most of the journal editor will wants to work with you. They might be sending some manuscript to you for your review. So if you are able to complete that on a good time frame and with a good, not to say good lah, but with expected comments and reviews that given to them, that helping the journal itself, the journal editor will appreciate the effort. And perhaps they can then invite you to be their editorial board member, even associate editor dan sebagainya. I do not know whether you know this guy. I have been working with him for almost 3 years right now. Dr. Hiram Ting from UCSI Sarawak here, UCSI Sarawak campus. I get to know him actually because he is quite proactive. He actually approached us and extended his passions and also his idea on how to collaborate with community engagement dan sebagainya. We actually get him to look into more special issues. I think dalam setahun tu he had about like 6 or 7 special issues that actually run by him. Then from there he got invited to be EAB member on British Food Journal and also Young Consumer. Just last month alone, he has been appointed. So last year he was being appointed as associate editor here, from the editorial board member to be associate editor. And just last month he had the honor to be appointed as the editor-in-chief for Young Consumer, one of the Emerald Journal. So these are some of the stages, and these are some of the so-called life experience that we see. And how this could possibly and potentially help your career as well. Right, coming back to here. Anyhow, I do not want to talk too much on that. I'll just go into the particular demo itself. As I said, my site is very short for today. I'm going to spend a little bit time on the demonstrations. The slides shall be shared by Juan Noliza here, or from the librarian team after this. Once you actually got that, you may find this particular link. This link will bring you to the call for paper. So, but if you do not have this, if you wanted to explore right now, you can do so too. Just open your browser. Kemudian tu you just type lah Emerald Group publishing.com. Once you have typed that, just click enter. Then you will be brought to our corporate website punya homepage here. Yang inilah rupa dia corporate website kita. We are global publisher. Di sini tu you can find publications resources here. Publish with us, which is publication resources. Explore, which is explore our content. Discover, and who we are. I'll just want to focus on these two parts. So if you go to publish with us, straight away dalam bahagian journal tu, you akan nampak ya call for paper. Very straightforward. Tak susah nak cari pun. So let me just recap. So once you are in the corporate website, go to publish with us. Straight away you will see under the journal, there is a link for call for paper. Click on here, and you shall be brought to this page, which is call for papers. So over here, these are the latest call for paper and special issues from our journal, and also teaching cases here from our journal and also teaching cases. If you do not know our journal, if you want to know more about journal, you have to find our journal. This is a link to bring you to our journal. Yang ni I skip lah sebab this basically just to show to you that what journal we has under the subject area. Yeah, so you can explore this. So example, I want to go into business management and strategy, then it will shows you under this what are the journals that we have. So coming back to here, you can sort by the most recent, which is recently, confirmed or recently updated here. So example macam ni. So these special issues. Let me zoom in a bigger so you can see. So example, this one, which is called the intersections of open educational practices and equity pedagogy. These special issues, this is the title of the special issue. And this special issues currently is being organized by Journal of Multicultural Education, and a little bit of a summary which is right here. And if you want to know who are the guest editor, so these are the guest editor. What is guest editor? Guest editor, which is the editor that runs the special issue, the editor that actually propose these special issues itself. Normally there will be one lead maksudnya ketua lah, ya, lead which is ketua, a leader. Normally there will be one, so it depends, either Stacy ataupun Jennifer will be the lead special issues. So this is actually one of the example, then followed by a few more example. 31st January, which is this month, 31st May this year, April this year, March lagi this year, September this year, jauh. So this is about 9 months to go. Now, this is actually what I meant by strategy. If you know these special issues, let's say you are from tourism. Let's say today kita tu adalah tourism, yeah? Tourism students, tourism scholars, or if you are marketing guru, or if you are on the business, intentional business yang touches on tourism, yeah? Contohnya digital transformation of in tourism industry. Tak semestinya from tourism. It could be also about business. It could be also about marketing itself, but on tourism. Or you can even work with tourism friends from another university dan sebagainya, right? Yeah, having a co-author, having a co-researcher, there's always something to be, think about, something to actually explore about. So example, this one, this digital tourism of digital transformation of tourism industry, which is going to be published in European Journal of Information Management from Marco, Sameha, Luis, and Michael, right? So this is actually one example. So if you know this will be in 30 September, let us go detail into that. Just click on that. You will find this particular detail. So digital transformation of tourism industry closes on 30 September 2020 this year. If you want to share to your social media, you can do so from the link here. This is a journal and this is a guest editor. I believe this should be the lead guest editor. So sekarang ni, if you tekan ni, you will be brought to the email. So straight away, you can email to the guest editor. You can email the guest editor. You can ask, you can clarify, you can ask questions to the guest editor here. So things like that. So right, so for submission, so submission portal will open by 1st of March. Oh, okay. Submission portal is open by 1st of March apparently here, and the full paper submission will be by 30 September. Simply means that by March dia akan buka, dia akan tutup by September. So from right now until March and right now until September, let's say, I still have time to explore, to do data gatherings, to perhaps find core researcher or core authors to actually do that, right? So I'm not sure about you, but normally we see that this would have this probably will have time enough times to do this. So if you want to know more about why the guest editor proposed here, so this is the descriptions. Always and always and always read the description provided by the guest editor. Sebab this is actually the answer that tells you why they want to do these special issues. And even these are the interests, which is the topic of interest, the hot topic, and what they are looking for. So they are looking for digital marketing and consumer behavior. If you are on the marketing perspective here, if you are on the digital transformations and ethics wise, or if you are from the economic side, sharing economy and smart technologies, I pun tak tahu ya, approaches for big data analysis, network analysis, system thinking in tourism industry, banyak. Okay, AI juga, robots and artificial intelligence. So they are looking into a very wide lah, to be honest with you. Yang ini pertama kali I tengok dia quite wide dia. Most of the special issues are very specifics on some of this particular team. So over here, you can see these are the topics that they are looking for, and you can explore if you are a subject matter of this. Would you like to, contribute into them, or would you like to, work with people from other university, right? Researchers from different country dan sebagainya. You can even, to some extent, you can even invite the guest editor here to be part of your research team, your core researcher, or your core authors juga. Well, of course, yang ini is not really it's just an options, right? To see whether would they be interested on the particular topics and what contributions that they can actually help to you. Not just on the publications. Definitely, we want to be accepted and published, but networking is a very important, way into that. Once you get to know people, then you will also, have a chance. Bukan je kat this special issues, probably also in this journal or other journals as well, right? So basically this, that you can have the descriptions, you have the topic of interest and the references over here. You can read all these things now, and it also tells you where to submit. Basically, as I said, it submits to the journal online submission systems. Emerald using Scholar One Manuscript. So click on here, that will bring you to the submission systems. For any inquiry, please contact the guest editor and you will get the email over right here. So you can email to the guest editor directly. In some, we may find this, not all here. Bukan semua tu dia ada guest editor bio. I biasanya tak nampak lah. Biasanya I tak perasan pun adanya guest editor biography. So this is one of the few that I nampak adanya, mentioning who are Marco, who is Sameha, who is Jose Luis, and Michael, and so on and so on. Right, so this is just one of the example. You can explore more on to that. So if I coming back to here, call for paper. So once you are in the call for paper, you can also filter here. You can filter by journal, or you can filter by case study. But most of the times, you can also just go straight to the subject area. So what are the subjects that you keen to look for? Let's say business here. Click on business here, or marketing, and the other one, business, marketing, accounting over right here. So accounting, business, and marketing, contoh lah yang tiga ni ya. So once you have that, click on apply. Then wait for a while. You can see it refresh. Then it will show you. So if you're talking about 3 subjects is selected: business, accounting, and marketing. Yeah. So you can see digital transformations, agriculture and rural development under the goal of carbon neutrality, opportunities and challenges for economy in entrepreneurship, young consumer and responsible stakeholdership, You can see again is yang ni I tak tahu ya. I pun tak tahu dia ada a new special issue. Tapi I tahu dia quite they wanted to gain more experience here. So this is actually is what I think is a good experience and good practice to actually pick up. You can see over here, Dr. Haram Ting, he's just appointed. He is now the new editor-in-chief for Young Consumer here. So he's also, I think this is before his appointment. Before his appointment, he also proposed this special issue, infodemic, young consumer, and responsible stakeholdership. So and so, so and so, so and so. If your faculty or you or your university is focusing on SDG, something like Emerald is really focusing on SDG and real impact and community engagement. You can even select here on the SDG. You can select more than one, definitely here. Let's say we wanted to talk about responsible consumption and production, sustainable city, dengan economic growth lah, industry juga. So let's say these are the few ya. Example je, I pun simply tikam je. So if I click on that, it apply, then you can see what are the special issues that relate to those SDG that's selected. So this will give you, an idea into that. Now, why this is also a good indications? Probably you may not aware that you are doing research under the SDG. This will give you an idea that your research is important. Your research is not just about young consumer. It's not just about marketing, but it also contributes to the UN SDG goals, contributes to the Malaysia Malaysia planning Malaysia strategy planning, plan planning strategic dan sebagainya ya. So it's actually important for the policy makers to read, to refer, perhaps to even further develop research together. So this probably will help you to reshape your mindset. Writing a manuscript is not just about your research. If you have heard me in the previous publication talk before, right? It's also looking forward. It's all about current issues and upcoming future issues. Climate change is right now. That's why I will not say that's why, but you can see some of the effect. Contohnya the banjir yang sekarang kita ada, the rainy monsoon banyak sangat, suddenly panas, suddenly sejuk, and things like that. Some snow in some countries are earlier and longer. Personally, I believe it is, consequences is an effect from the climate change. We know that. Some people may agree on that too. And if your research is about, some of these things, just think forward. Your research matters. Your research also contributes to align, to solve some of the SDG issues and so on. All in all, I think this is that call for people, very, very straightforward. My last one, I just want to bring you to the submission portal. Let me just click this. Infodemic, young consumers and responsible stakeholdership. This closes 30 June 2022 this year. So it will be published in Young Consumer, Young Consumer Journal. I'll come into that after this. And who are the guest editors? So this is all of them. Kara Chan, which is the former editor-in-chief. Dr. Hiram, which is the one that replacing Prof. Kara from Hong Kong. So these are the teams that actually running these special issues here. Okay, so he's from UCSI University, Sarawak. And what are the focus area? What are they actually focusing about? And what are the scholarships of social marketing that they would like to have contributions or submission forms? So these are that probably tak banyak lah, but this is actually normally you will see about 10 to 15 here. This basically will tell you what the guest editor is looking forward. So if you are doing your submissions or if you are emailing to the guest editor, please be reminded to include some of these. This will actually give a good impression to the guest editor. The guest editor will know that you actually, aware what they are, looking for, what topics that they are actually focusing about, and you are aligning with their special issue. How can you tell them if you have not met them or if you do not, include them? They cannot read from your manuscript about this. So if you have cover letter, I would, strongly suggest you to include some of these focus area, right? So type of papers they're looking for, submission portal, which is a Scholar One manuscript. Over here, if you click, that will bring you Scholar One manuscript powered by Web Science here. So this is that. So last but not least, which is the journal itself. Over here, journal is very important. Get to know your journal. If you try to aim for this special issue, contoh lah, sekarang ni kita nak aim for this special issue, infodemic, yang consumer dengan responsible stakeholdership bagi marketing lah, contoh dia ya. How much do you know about young consumer? I'm not here to promote about MORO. It could be Elsevier, it could be, Taylor and Francis, it could be any journal. It could be also University Selangor journal juga ya. Then it's the same question. How well do you know that journal? So go to that journal, click on this journal, go to the journal, have repeatedly read and understand what is this journal looking for. This is this journal aim and scopes. What are they actually looking forward for? Right, aim and scope of that. What are the author guidelines that they actually required for this journal? And last but not least, what are the previous or current or previous call for paper that you can actually refer to? This is very important because if you were to propose your new special issues, you will get to know, you will need to know about the journal. Example, young consumer, ada berapa issue ya? And each issue ada berapa article? So if you're one of the proposer, if you wanted to propose a new issue, you probably will know when and how many articles that you want to accept. Yeah. So go to table of content. If you click on here, table of content, then you will come to the journal. So example, this journal every year 4 issue, yeah. So 4 issue. So this year the other dua special issues. So this is a special issues title, special issue title, special issue title, special issue title. So every year 4 issue. So in each issue, let's say example, each issue, how many articles are there? So you go into here, you can start to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in one special issues, there's roughly about 9 lah, 8, 9, 10 macam tu. So basically, you will get an idea how many articles you can accept in your special issue proposal. Okay, all right. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me that. If not, I'll come back to here again. That is why to submit and the demo itself. Last but not least, I know because of time issue, I'm going to spend just 10-minute time. If you have any questions, please put in the chat here. How do you propose a new special issue? Very, very simple. First of all, click on the link here. The link will basically is a PDF form. So once you click on this link, you shall be brought to the PDF, which is here. So complete the special issue proposal form. Once you have completed into that, send it to the editor. You can either send it to me, but I would probably ask you to send it to the journal editor directly. Yeah. So the form will basically look at example like this. Sorry, hold on here. The form will look exactly like this. So there are 5 pages all together. So you can fill in accordingly. Guest editor normally would be the lead here, which is the ketua. So you can have up to 5 cut silap, maximum 5. So your name, your university name or affiliation name, guest editor number 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you have more than 4, I think you can also, buat lah table sendiri and also include that too. All right, then over here on the section number 2, the issue expectations. So when do you, what is your suggestions to open the special issues? When are you going to close the special issues? How many papers would you target to accept? Right? Some people may put 20. Memang ada ya. Some people may put about 15, about 20. But let's be realistic. One issue, the journal will always follow back the normal, average of paper that being published. Kalau journal tu every issue they publish about 8, 9 or 10, then you have the everyday average 8, 9 or 10 lah average year tu. If you put about 15, if you put 20, tak mungkin akan pass. Definitely akan kena reject. That is actually because you need to know the journal first here. Right. So are they undergo all double blind peer review? Yes, normally yes. Would you like to call for abstract? This is optional. Normally, there are some that call for abstract. There are some do not have it. It will directly send the full manuscript. It's totally up to you. We use submit your own special issues and into that. You can just go through that here. So what is the title of your special issues? What do you proposing into that? This is important. This is very important part. Aim of the special issues. Normally tak cukup lah. So what I would suggest is that convert this into a Microsoft Word, then include your longer explanations into that. What is the aim of the special issues? I would again strongly recommend you to read the journal aim and scope. Go back to the journal itself. You may find descriptions and journal aim and scope. You do not need to copy paste the whole thing. Tetapi probably you will need to have a similarity. If you are out of this journal, then the editor will think, why are you submitting to me? Example, if I am calling for young consumer, tapi you submit Islamic marketing to me, I do not know how to, it is actually relevant. It depends on how you write the aim and scope. Yes, it's relevant, but it's not really the specific area. We actually, young consumer are looking for Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, dan sebagainya. So know your journal itself. Know what contributions you are making for the journal. It's about the editor. At the end of the day, the editor will wants to know, will there be authorship? Dia tak nak buat special issue where tak ada orang buat submission. Memang amat sedih lah, memang amat sedih dan memang amat memalukan. If you are doing a special issues, the journal, the editor, the publisher will hope that people will submit. I mean, that is the reason why, right? The second reason is, will there be readership? Authorship and readership. Ada tak orang akan baca? If not, then why the university contohnya subscribe kalau it's not relevant and if nothing. So know what is your contributions itself. If you have any evidence of current issues that this is a hot topic, the UN SDG are focusing on that, the Malaysia government are focusing on that. So about the topical and also to support that, you can also include that here. So who are the authorships? Who are you looking for? Is this mainly academics? Definitely fine. Or are you also looking to include professionals body, or what call that, the practitioner, the practitioner, ataupun from the government policy makings, government body or government, agency, policy makers dan sebagainya, know who you're going to submit into that. Now this is, I say Emerald are focusing on the UN SDG. So will the research published in UN SDG? If so, which goal? SDG 1 ke, SDG 2 ke, dan sebagainya, and why does this actually benefit? So why does these special issues, contribute to positive change? Know all these things. So this is that. And readerships, as I said, the authorship dengan readership dua ni, ya. So this is at the end of the day, a journal is looking at the banyak tak orang would interested to submit. Banyak orang tak interested to baca these special issues, yeah. So this is the readership itself. Okay, so you can click on that particular link here that would give you this particular PDF. You can actually convert into the Microsoft Word. Kalau tak cukup ruang ya, and then PDF it and send it to the editor. Some gentle reminders and some tips. Know the journal itself. Read the journal's aim and the scope. The journal, ada berapa issue? How many issues that this journal actually has? In each of the issue, how many articles that it actually have? This will actually give you an idea how many articles that you can actually accept, how many submissions that you are expecting to receive here, what are the topic of interest of this journal, what are the previous special issues that have been offered by this journal. What you can see that from the content, 32. As I was saying, this content here, sorry, bukan So over here you can see this is the young consumer content kan. So this is special issues title, another special issues titled, another special issues title. Click on that, you can see the guest editor. Normally guest editorial, they akan tulis a few words explaining why they are doing these special issues. Get to know the journal itself, the image scope, number issue. This basically is the very important point for people, for the journal to know that you know them. Bukan dia tahu you, ya. You know them, yeah. Then now this is optional, but I highly recommend it. Know who are the editor-in-chief, know who are the editorial in that particular journal, which subject matter they actually have you been working with them before, or is this the first time you're working with them? Would you like to network with them? Would you also like to invite them as your guest editor, so that you have a wider or a specific topic of special issues and things like that. So know the editor. Take this chance, take this opportunity to network with the editorial teams, or even a potentials to have a paper or two papers published together or in the next futures and so. Know the publisher. Every publishers will have their own vision and goal. Like Emerald visions and goal, we are talking about aligning with UN SDG. So what are the goals you are looking into that? So this will actually give you an idea what is the publication directive yang kita going into. Every publisher will have this. So once you actually know that, then probably you will know what are the write down what are the contributions. Who is it contributions to your SDG? What are the focus? Like Emerald, we are focusing on responsible management. We are focusing on fairer society. So if you come to here, emerald.com, who we are, our goal. So this is our 4 goal: quality education for all, responsible management, healthier lives, fairer society. So how does this basically link with the other SDG? Example, responsible management, which actually aligning with SDG 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Quality education is aligning with quality educations 4, 10, and 16. right? How can this be linked, right? So this basically gives you an idea what the publishers is looking at, what special issues that they're actually looking at. Last but not least, now this you must help yourself. I know most of the time we wanted to increase our portfolio, increase our SP. I mean to have experience here, to riding on a new experience dan sebagainya. Along the journey, always ask yourself, what contributions can you make to the journal? Why you promote? Why you propose? Sorry, this topic of yours. Will there be any authorships? Will there be any readerships to the topic that you actually propose? Does your topic contribute to any policy making or community engagement or any real impact, or even government policy or university, or even as a corporate industry veneer changes into that. So you need to know the contributions of your special issues itself. I think that's basically that. My last slide basically here is to answer the frequent asked questions. There are also a few from Unicell that asked me before, William, can we partner with Emerald for our upcoming conference? Yes, so Emerald can partner, support your conference, your webinars, your workshops, the faculty activities, and so. However, Emerald, we do not accept conference proceeding yet. So can we publish our conference proceeding with Emerald? Unfortunately, no. Emerald is not publish any proceedings, conference proceedings in our journal, in any Emerald journal. However, you can actually propose special issues in our journal itself that write on the similar or same conference topic or conference theme that you may have, right? So example, your conference is actually talking about international business, right? Just example, so you can actually propose special issues on international business that perhaps post COVID-19 or sustainability and things like that on some on targeted journals in the Emerald itself. And yes, there are only a limited paper that will be accepted. Check back the journal. Some journal can only accept 6 articles. Some journal can even accept up to 12 or 14 articles. You will need to check which journal that has a number of article. Yang mana satu dia lebih sikit, yang mana satu tu lebih banyak sikit. Ya? So they're only a limited. In the conference proceeding, normally we will have what, 50, 80, even 100. Some university even comes to me saying that we are holding a conference proceeding for our postgraduate students. So our postgraduates, about 100 plus students, would like to publish, yeah, or their thesis or their research in an Emerald journal. Special issues can only accept that much, 6, 8, 10, 12 saja. There is no publisher there's no international publisher in the world that able to publish all the conference proceeding. Yeah. So yep. So this is just to quickly answer you into that. That would end the sessions. Very good timing that I made. If there is any questions from the floor, feel free to ask that. I just hope that yeah, today is a bit technical here. Just wants to get you guys aware about call for paper, special issues, how to use the call for paper and special issues. Dia bukan sekadar opportunity, is an opportunity for you to publish. Bukan tu je. Yes, if you understand if you experience that and you get the gameplay of this, you know that call for paper special issues can help you in many areas. The number one for students, right? It definitely helps you to strategize your time frame. Students, what is more important than graduate? I think graduation is number one lah. Dia memang nak graduate je. So graduation is actually number one. So how do you time yourself? How do you actually look for a journal? We always talk about how can we select a journal? How can we find a journal? So many journal out there. You can find from Emerald Journal, you can find from other journal. But if you know they are call for paper, they're special issues, right? You basically know the time frame of that special issues. Bila nak hantar abstract, bila nak hantar the whole manuscript. Kalau dapat, review even accepted, when this will be eventually published. So give you some time frame. Let's say, unfortunately, it's being rejected. It's being rejected in these special issues. After the revisions, if you wanted to try again, you can still try with normal submissions to that particular journal itself, right? So to give you that, for academic, this is definitely.
William.
Yes, please. Sorry.
Morning,
Morning,
William.
Annie.
How are you?
Good. Okay, okay.
Baik ya. William nak tanya satu soalan boleh?
Boleh, silakan.
Okay. You mentioned tadi special issues kan?
Yang mana tu?
Special issues.
Betul.
Special issue punya untuk publication.
Ya, betul tu.
Okay. So just to double check kan William, selalunya kalau special issue tu berapa lama katakan kita hantar untuk daripada mula menghantar sampai ke publish, normally berapa lama masa akan diambil William?
Untuk yang paper submission ke ataupun untuk nak proposal new special issue? To hantar
submission.
Submission. To submission itself, very good. To submission itself, you boleh check back the time frame. The time frame will actually tells you when it actually close. So lepas dia close, when it will take times to get an answer. I do not.
But normally, plus rule of thumb.
Dia akan beritahu the time frame dia tu. So some article, so example yang ni lah, contoh macam ni ya. So over here, we probably know that this will close by 30 June 2022. Some dia akan mention ya. Yang ni I cuba tengok dia ada mention ke tak. So submission deadline 30. So yang ni dia tak mention. But in some tu dia akan mention bila it will be published. So submission deadline, expected publication to example July 2023. Contoh macam tu, dia akan beritahu. So
normally it will be take like 1 year ke ataupun 6 months ke, normally rule of thumb selalunya kalau dia tak mention. They say dia tak sebut bila tapi selalunya is it like 1 year punya ataupun could be less than 6 months macam tu?
I tak dapat nak jawab, tapi ataupun I kata macam ni, I bagi average boleh tak? Average I think they should be between 6 to 1 year time, 6 to 12 month time.
Okay.
6 to 12 month time. Tetapi yang ni yang tadi tu I nak kata, I tak berani nak 100% say this, but based on the special issues punya experience here, most of the special issues tu adalah lebih cepat dari normal submission. Reason why tu adalah sebab when you have a special issues, the team that run the special issues are here. So these are the people that run the special issues. So once the special issues has been closed, these guest editors, it will then start to review, reject, accept, revisions dan sebagainya. And they also have a time frames to fulfill. They also have accountability to report back to the journal itself. So the guest editor boleh dikatakan adalah lebih proactive than the normal journal submissions, if you get what I mean. So I do not have the answer how long was it, because that would depends on the special issue guest editor, what is the commitment from them, and how time they actually need. Some 3 bulan pun dah siap dah. Ada yang 3 bulan memang dah siap dah terus habis. Sebab the guest editor, when they receive the submissions, dia terus proses dia. Some guest editor, dia akan proses lepas the submission has been closed. That's why tu dia akan ambil masa lama sikit. So that would be that lah.
Thank you.
Tak. I sorry, I rasa I tak jawab you.
At least I have an idea, William, dah dapat sedikit idea, at least between timeline to between 6 but it's really helped. Thank you again.
Oh, tak. Yeah, I think basically that that would be for today. Yep, for today, so for special issues can benefit students, special issues can benefit academics on a time frame, special issues can also benefit a chance to propose your own special issues, and for career perspective or for experience, gaining new experience perspective, and even kalau nak bekerjasama with some researchers or journal punya editor, that would be a good journey lah, a good way, a good opportunity into that. I can tell you, if you are really on the publication journey itself, right? Get to know more editors is a good thing. Eventually, once you have one special issues, if you were to post second special issues or third special issues, kan, kalau dah ada experience, that is also part of their consideration. They akan let go their hand and give you to run the special issues. But if you are new, if you're first timer into that, dia pun takut. Are you able to deliver due to the commitment itself? How do you review, the quality of your reviewings, right? And things like that. So that's all from me for today itself. This session is actually being recorded. The PowerPoint over here, which is di sini tu, mungkin Ana minta tolong Puan Oliza or the librarian teams to share the slides to the participants or to the academics into that. Kalau if there's any questions, feel free to ask me. If there's, again, Puan Ernie tahu, I mungkin cakap banyak. I used to I used to talk too much. You gonna stop me kalau I talk too much here. I'm also looking forward for any partnerships and any collaborations. Bukan sebab I lapang it's just that I also want to gain experience, to get to know you, and to get to know to work together. What are the potential topics that are good for our region, for our countries, and for our topic interest over here. With that, I end my sessions for today. Thank you so much for your time in listening. Thank you for your questions. If there's any, thank you, Puan Ernie, for the questions. And last but not least, thank you so much to the library team.
Mr. William.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, there's one question from Madam Nur Fatzana. Have you answered?
Oh, ada questions ke? Maaf.
Yes.
Sorry, tak perasan. Sepatutnya dia ada ting-ting kan?
Oh, okay.
Oh, tak nampak dia ada apa tu? Puan Rauda minta nak daftar untuk yang lagi satu tu soal selidik juga.
Question from Madam Fatzana.
Mr. William, is the review of the Center of Special Issues Journal is less stringent compared to the normal issue? No. Sorry, I answered too fast here. Most of the times, the answer is actually no. How should I answer? Special issues kan. But okay, I just answer directly lah. I pun tak tahu nak how to frame my word. Journal editor dia tahu what kind of topic they wanted already, and those topic normally are hot topic ataupun research gap topic ataupun topik-topik that the journal is focusing about. So because those topic are considered, hot topic, there are so many people out there that would like to participate. There are so many authors, researchers, students would like to submit. So what do I want to say? I want to say that special issues, you can see that they are quite a high submissions on the special issues, and special issues can only accept a number of article. Let's say lah, contoh je, let's say we have 200 submission on a special issue. Out of 200, dia hanya boleh accept 10 je. 10 je. Let's say lah, you can accept 10 article je. And out of these 10, let's say 10 have been accepted, we have another 5 more that are very quality paper that we want to accept. So unfortunately, this will be rejected. But the guest editor will tell them to submit as normal submission. So what I'm trying to say is that due to the number of article yang boleh di-accept, dia hanya accept yang tu je. For the rest of it, it will be rejected, or they will be also rejected, but it will give them recommendations to resubmit again as a normal submission. So I do not know whether I answered your question or not, tapi I just want to let you know that special issues, the acceptance rate is not more than the normal submission. Langsung tak. So yeah, thank you for the questions. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Tapi I cakap banyak, you couldn't stop me lah. Tapi please make use of the special issues punya guest editor ya. If you know the theme already and basically the focus of what the guest editor nak focus tu kan ya, you can also email to them. You can email to Dr. Hairams, email to the team. You can send them your summary or your abstract or your idea of it. Get them to see if they would want that particular topic ke tak. However, jangan put too much hope here. Due to the time that they have, they may not reply to you. Tetapi jangan putus asa lah. You can still pursue your email with them and ask them to them. If you do not know them, but if you get to know these people already in the previous engagement, definitely not definitely lah. There's high chance that they will going to reply to you lah. So again, networking is important. Get to know more people definitely will help you. Will help you a lot. Yeah. So basically that's all for me. I thank you for your time again. Thank you for asking the question. Thank you.
All right. Is there any question before we proceed to our photo session?
Photo session lagi. Oh, okay.
Right. So ada link ke atas tu. The first link is for those who haven't registered. Please click at the link. And then the second link is the soal selidik for e-certificate. Kalau tak fill, you won't get any e-cert. And then we will email the slide handouts, today's handout, together with the e-cert. And 3 sessions, the first session, second session, and third session will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Right. So before we end our session, can you please turn on your camera? Okay. Right. Alright. Okay,
Oh.
1, 2. I only have, ada lagi ke? Oh, waiting for more, right?
Selamat pagi, Dr. Azila.
I came a bit late just now.
Tak apa, I pun tak perasan punya, tak apa.
Okay.
I have registered long time ago ya, because dia kan keep on changing, right? So tak perlu isi lagi lah kan?
Minta maaf ya, because of
Betul
the
tak? The
time.
moderator.
Because of the flood. No, one time only, doctor.
Yeah, I
One
think
time
it's
only.
already there. So we can get the slide and
Yeah, we will
recording.
email the slide. Yes, we will email the slide as well as the handout.
Alright.
And recording for first until third session, we will upload dekat our YouTube channel.
Where
Right,
can
so-
we get the link? The link?
Kejap doktor, kita photo session dulu.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, again. Oh, ada lagi. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Where we can get the link, we will email together the link, insyaAllah.
Good, great. Okay, thank you everyone, especially
Thank
to
you,
the
everyone.
moderator and Mr. William.
Okay, bye.
Thanks everyone. Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone. Happy New Year.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you
Thank
too.
you, thank you.
Bye.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Puan. Adna, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. William. See you.
See
We
you.
will have more publisher talk with you.
Boleh, silakan. Ada beritahu Puan Noliza kata as long as I got Emerald lah.
Okay, alright.
So I got Emerald
Alright.
tu, just contact me. Okay, lah.
Thank you. Alright.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.